ladies and gentlemen, in one corner, we have the colonists. They are sick and tired of being pushed around and taxed incredibly by the British government. They are tired of having these soldiers in their homes and enforcing their daily way of life. And they are mad. On the other corner, to my right, we have the English government backed up by their muscle. The British soldiers, all sent there by King George. And they are mad. What we have here is a heavyweight fight. Winner takes all. Colonists. Great Britain. Who will be the victor? Let's get ready to rumble! Now, the war has been going on, and at Ticonderoga and Crown Point in 1775, Ethan Allen wanted to help the colonial militia who had trapped the British in Boston. They needed ammunition, so he organized a raid on Fort Ticonderoga and Crown Point in northern New York. They surprised the British soldiers who surrendered without a fight. So this was definitely a boost for the soldiers' morale of the colonists. And during this war at the Second Continental Congress, there was an issue to call for 20,000 American troops named the Continental Army. They asked George Washington to serve as commander. They asked the colonies to create new plans for government without England's control. They also wrote the Olive Branch Petition, which asked King George III to repeal the Intolerable Acts. In response, he ordered a blockade of all colonial ports. He also sent German mercenaries to control the colonists. That didn't go over too well. Definitely increased tensions and kept the war going. And at Breed's Hill in 1775, the colonists during the night built a fort on a hill overlooking the British in Boston. In the morning, when the British woke up, the colonists fired. After 3 attempts, the British were able to defeat the colonists, but this was a very costly victory, because charging up a hill at people who are bunkered down and shooting at you is very difficult. So they lost a lot of men. So the British won, but it was a very costly victory. And finally, the success at Boston. Washington ordered Ethan Allen's cannons to be brought to Boston. When the British woke up, they had artillery pointed at them. Britain surrendered, and the colonists were successful for the first time. This was a huge morale booster for the colonial army. All right, that about wraps things up for today. Next time we'll be continuing with what was going on during the Revolutionary War on the American home front, and we'll be looking at the decision for independence and the Declaration of Independence, as well as a few other things. See you next time.